Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for July. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. We're going to get the other two guys in here and get started.
End of the female night. That was great timing.
Yes, it was. Oh, that never gets old.
Isn't confused. This is not the mid-month podcast, James. This is the start of the month podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say because during the mid-month podcast we used to talk about our porn games, and
Right, sorry.
Yeah,
this is end of July games. That's correct.
yes. Okay.
Not that they're holding them to the end of the July. Apparently it's all of July. But
Yes. All right, so let's talk about our joke games real quick. Oh yeah, and for the people that don't know, you're listening to Raythemartyr and Captjamesforce.
Hello.
And James always gets his time to promote himself at the end, as always, so don't worry. But we are going to talk about our joke games, and I have two doozies, but I'm going to let Ray go first. Shut up.
warning: podcast may contain nuts.
All right.
I found another one actually too.
Yeah.
Let's start with Toilet Chronicle.
Oh, God. Okay, I already brought this up. Let's go to Toilet Chronicles, though. Stop calling me. Oh, my God.
Talk about the Toilet Chronicles, mate.
I am... Yeah, talk, quick.
What can we say? It's called Toilet Chronicles, and it's a first-person horror comedy.
Oh, my God.
No, honestly, not two words I thought would be in the same sentence.
Right? You're apparently trapped in a mystical setting where you're trapped in a public restroom and need to find a way out. With the help of your toilet neighbor.
I have toilet in here, and it's not coming up with anything else but Great Toilet Simulator. Okay. And I know I didn't spell it wrong this time.
Toilet Chronicles, Chronicles.
Oh, there it is, if I do it that way. There you go, I found it. If I do it under Chronicles, it's fine. If I do it under Toilet Chronicles, it doesn't come up originally. There you go.
Yeah, they want to focus on the Chronicles part, not the Toilet Chronicles, apparently.
And you see a grenade going into the toilet. That's a good start.
Right click. I pull the pin.
I'm like, stay in the cabin. Oh man. Okay.
I mean, for the setting, it looks like it's got decent quality to it.
Yeah. Especially the red. That looks horrifying.
Yes. But remember, it's a horror comedy.
Yeah. It's laughably trying to kill you.
True. Yeah,
It's laughably trying to scare you.
Yeah, he'll be afraid to ever go to the bathroom again. Great game. Let's see. And the other one is Nuts Protocol.
Nuts Protocol.
Yeah, this is great. You may think this is yet another tower defense game. Well, my friends, you are not wrong. However, there is a twist. It's fast pace. Your greatest resource is positioning and moving around is a must. And you control an orange squirrel equipped with more than military-grade turrets. OMG, can it get any better? I love that this is like, look, instead of spamming weaponry, your major duty is to surgically and wisely position and reposition turrets.
I love the voice that is supposed to be like Conquer because he swears and everything. I mean,
yeah, it's like the chip. It's like a chipmunk, right? It's like so great. Oh man.
So Ray, you're gonna buy it day one? That what you're doing?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days come out. I mean, come on, Ray. I'll put a request in for you.
It looks a little nuts. I understand why you can't play it, Tim, but
Yeah, I'm allergic.
I love the reviews. It's like perfection, 11 out of 10. Nuts Protocols devs.
At least it's got the sense of humor down, man. It certainly has that.
oh yes, it does.
That is insane. All right. Can I top that? Probably not. But you know what? We're gonna try. We're gonna bring Rock Life, the rock simulator. That has a trailer.
Low barrier to entry. Always gotta appreciate that.
There you go. See, look at this action.
Oh, look at that gameplay. Do you see those blades of grass? That is stunning.
Do you see that wind? That is immersion, my friends.
Oh yes.
Are you...
Correct me, Tim. I believe you said this had VR.
It
potentially?
does. It says become rock in VR.
Oh. This is the next gen we need.
Yes. Who needs
This
a
is
PlayStation
what we
5?
deserve.
We have rock.
Change rock? What? This is exceptional.
Yes, we can change rock to make it have dirt.
Dirty rock.
Rock on. Dirty rock.
Can we even like show that on stream?
Probably. I don't know. Too many pixels. Too many.
Grab it by the nuts, boys.
Oh my god. That was the last game. All right, and I got one more because I'm a sucker for this. How about Placid Plastic Duck Simulator? Hey Mario, you said you like simulators. I found you one, bro.
0 ducks given? Hell yeah.
Yeah. See, I feel like this game is going to be the hit of the summer.
100% natural polymer.
This is ducking awesome.
Look at that, see?
Color, shapes, forms.
Just believe me, the first time I saw this, I was like, what the duck? And I
Pleasantly float.
look at
I like the face on that duck.
look at Mario, it's a simulator. It's what you wanted. Look, it's on fire. It's even better.
Flaming ducks.
Yes.
Flaming ducks.
All right.
Flaming ducks.
Now let's get back to the actual games, even though they may or may not be any better than this. Probably not. In some cases, believe
Creating
it.
your best of fantasies.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to talk about the games that we've been playing over the last month. I'm going to condense my list of like over 20 down to 7 because, my God, I don't think I could sit here and do this for 2 hours doing that continuously.
Wise choice.
Plus, when I do streams on Saturday night, hey, check it out. I basically just spend all Saturday night, late night, after like midnight, just trying out a whole bunch of indie games with no rhyme or reason. So usually I'll play one for an hour, I'll play one for 25 minutes, depending on if I like it or not. So if I play a game, it doesn't exactly mean that I have enough of an opinion on it to give a full review. These 7 are ones that I have played enough of that I can give a full review and have confidence in what I'm saying, rather than just being like, hey, it sucked, I played 5 minutes of it, because that doesn't work. But hey, check out late night Saturday nights, because it's all indies all night long, and it's usually a whole bunch of crazy shit that I get given keys for. So
It's all indies all night long.
it is. Mario saw the weird shit I was playing last time, a bus driving simulator where the game was absolutely broken and the AI was retarded. Oh, it's great. All right, so I'm gonna be nice and let James go first because I think he has just as many games to talk about as I do.
Yeah, so we're going to start way back at the back of the list of things that I was playing.
Okay.
Which was a game called 25 degrees north, 71 degrees west. Good luck typing that into 25.
I got it. Is it gonna be like that?
No, it was like, it's the actual symbol, but I think 25N, 75W might show you someone. I might just have to help you out here a little bit.
Yeah, because
Where's the store page? Yeah, just run in 25N, 71 west.
oh,
That's how good this game is to find. it's like impossible.
There we go. I got it. There we go. We have found the game.
Yeah, there you go. $12. Damn, son. Don't buy this game.
Don't buy this game. Okay.
Don't spend $12 on this game. This video is actually, there have been 3 updates since I played this, so it reasonably is a little bit better. I tried to play this game. Okay, it wasn't great. You can now get guns. That's kind of cool. You couldn't get them before, but it's early. Let's say that Is it
too early?
Yeah, it's like someone is playing like a my first game builder thing. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good yet. There have been 3 updates though, so like they've been speeding up building, and they've added carts, and they've added like a few things, which, you know, could make it, but it's just not quite there yet. Was quite fun. There was a little premise where this like aeroplane just flies by, and then it just like falls into the ocean.
Oh!
Just wash up on a beach.
So the indie version of The Forest. We got it.
Yeah.
Much.
It's not good, but it has potential. Like, it already has 3 updates, so they're clearly working on it. So, you know, it's been 3 updates, and it's only been like 2.5 weeks since it launched, so not even. So yeah, it's got potential.
All right.
Great to see people trying to, you know, get in on the industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you want to go second, Ray? I know you only got one.
I'll just talk about Dorfromantic real quick, and then you guys can have the floor again.
Okay. Now spell this one for me, because I know that it's DORF, right?
DORFROMANTIK.
There you go.
I believe it's actually German. I heard.
All right. Well, I'm glad to finally hear your thoughts on this, because when I
It's like forest, right?
When I heard the description that it was like roughly translated to something like our romantic village or something, like, I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
but...
Dorf is I think it's village.
Yes, but when I saw this game, I immediately thought of Ray, so I'm excited to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, it is technically a puzzle game. You get
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Technically a puzzle game, but there is like a creative mode, so you can just kind of go in and do whatever you want. But you have a stack of hexagon tiles, and you place them on the grid and try and match edges of tiles with their neighbors to get like the higher scores. And you'll get tiles that have like little quests. They'll have like a number over them, and they'll have a specific majority of the tile is taken up by a specific type to its edge, like cities or forests or farmland, and it'll give you a number above that, and your goal is to make a large chain connecting at least or exactly that many tiles together, and if you complete that, you get more tiles. So as you place the tiles, your stack gets lower, and the goal is to obviously get as much score while not running out of tiles.
Nice. Yeah, and you know, I feel kind of cheated, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because I give you this key, and then some of the games that I've had to play this month that I got key for and I decided to play were fucking awful.
You know what I love is right down at the bottom it says team. So it says like 4 game design students from Berlin. That's awesome. System requirements: sound card. Use your imagination to make your own sounds. Recommended. Sound card. Have one.
See? Yeah.
True. It does not take much. But yeah, no. This is just.
You have to have a sound card if you don't want it. Just use your imagination. It's fine.
To be fair, I do recommend having a sound card because the music is very calming and nice in this.
I was gonna say that's probably why they sell the soundtrack with it, right?
You even get like fun, like as you're moving around the map, you can hear the things moving and making noises in the world you're creating. So like when you put down a train, you can hear the train going by, on the tile.
Nice. It seems
yeah,
like a very charming game.
It's charming, it's calming, it's fun. Like, it's got a lot of character, and even if you don't like puzzle games very much, like, it's simple, and you can play in creative, and you don't have any limits, so...
And he managed to sell a copy before even doing a review here.
I did. Mermich saw me playing it and has been hooked now. He's played for quite a while.
Well, that's great, though.
Yeah, it looks good. Someone's playing it right now as well.
Oh, yes.
Pre-recorded gameplay.
Yep. But yeah, it's very, very... It looks very nice, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because, like I said, when I got offered the key, I was just like, I'm not really good at this stuff, Like, I'll admit it, I am not good at that type of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I know somebody who will play it. But I've gotten better about doing that and being like, all right, this game's obviously not for me, but I know someone else who can enjoy it, then I'll accept it. But I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. What's your grade? It's a full release, so this is able to be graded whatever you want, Rick.
Oh, I have to give that. Oh,
I have to give that.
I didn't even think about that. It's at least an 8.
Oh, I didn't even grade mine, actually.
Well, is yours technically full release, James?
No, his isn't.
Oh,
it is? I didn't know.
I don't. Yes.
Okay.
It is technically full release. I don't even know if you could count that as full release though. Like that was so.
It's €10.
Damn.
And it doesn't have an early access tag. Well, if it doesn't have an early access tag, then.
Yeah, then grade it whatever you want.
2?
It is currently a 2. That's fair.
It is currently a 2. It has Steam achievements. Right?
Okay,
So,
then
that's fair. If
That's
it's
a
got
2.
Steam achievements and no early access tag, it is full release.
Yeah, it could get better. Yeah.
All right, so what do you give your really good one with overwhelmingly positive reviews, right? So it's at least an 8.
Let's go 9, just because there's not like beyond this, like there's not much to it. It's very simple, but this is really fun. So like I suppose if you want anything more than this, you might not enjoy it, but this is fun already, so it's great as is.
Awesome. All right, so as always with my games, I'm going to go from worst to best. And the worst game I played this month, there is no debate. The worst... yeah, there is no debate of which game is the worst. That would be MX versus ATV Legends. Because, my God, it was bad. Alright, so, do you like playing MX versus ATV series? I did. I used to love it on the PS2, PS1.
Oh, I've seen this game.
Yeah, PS2, PS1 era. I loved those MX versus ATV games. They were so much fun. You know what's not fun? Is when the game is so broken that the camera gets stuck underneath the motorcycle for a whole entire race. Or do you know what else is not fun? When the game bugs out and sticks you in first gear for the whole entire race. Or crashes 7 times in 30 minutes. Or every time you party up with people, they all crash because, you made a squad system that's completely broken for the game. There's not much really good I can say about it. Like, the motor sounds, you can hear them only half the time. The soundtrack has, like, 2 well-known songs that they blare, like, they turn the volume up for you to blaring levels, and then the rest of it's just, like, ambient music sound that they turn down to, like, nothing. It's so strange. It's got a Smashing Pumpkins song, and a Bring Me the Horizon song, and then like the rest of them are just like generic, but they blare like they turn the volume up for you for the 2 soundtrack songs that are like big, and then the rest of them they hide underneath all the rest of the sounds. It is so strange. The sound mixing's bad, the online co-op's bad, the online multiplayer's bad, the driving mechanics are bad, the controls are bad, the performance is bad. I mean, that's Steam achievements. I guess if we're gonna go by that, I don't know. I give it 2. It's like, for how much money they want for it, it's ridiculous that it came out that broken. And I know we're in an age where you could just patch it, but that really doesn't really mean anything to me. I don't
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't find there to be an excuse to release something, that bad. I don't know. I had people in here defending the game, like when I was playing it, being like, "Oh, just be patient. They'll patch it." It doesn't matter if they'll patch it. Like, they put it out knowing it was bad, and I didn't even pay for the game. The developers sent me the game, and I was still pissed off because I had people coming in here being like, "Oh yeah, I want to buy the game," and then seeing me play it and still being like, "Oh, they'll patch it. It's fine. I'll buy it." I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people? I mean, there was...
This is why we get bad games on launch.
Yeah, this is why we get bad games, period. Because people are like, they'll just fix it later. Take my money. What? Why? I gave
How
away...
about you wait until they fix it, then to give them your money?
Like, listen, this happened a few days ago. I played this game. I gave away a copy of the game on my stream. Gave it away. Absolutely free, because I got an extra copy with my dev set. And, like, the amount of people that came in here wanting it, even though they saw all the issues I was having with this game, blew my mind. Like, I could not figure out how people could see that the game was so broken and be like, "Ooh, gimme!" Like, it made me understand why I really don't fit in with the rest of Twitch. And
I mean, to be fair, they might have been like, "Ooh, gimme," because like, man, I ain't spending $60 on this.
No, it's not 60. Thank God. It's 40.
Oh, what is it?
It's 40. But still, it's still fucking.
Even that's like.
Yeah, compared to how it actually operates, yeah, that's pretty bad.
It sounds like it needed a few more weeks in the oven.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. But yeah, go ahead, James. Your next one for you.
Yeah, so the next one I played was Dwarfenstein. Chapter 1. This was real good. I had hilarious fun playing this game. I thought it would be real hard, but actually it's only $3? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually on sale. It's half price, right? This was actually real good. It's like a first-person shooter tower defense. And yeah, like you get to just like smash the shit out of some enemies with your guns. You get to like there's 4 different classes. There's replayability. Yeah, it was just there's like skills you can do. I don't quite understand the tower defense bit because like only one of the classes I think can actually build anything, which is the engineer. You can like build turrets.
But other than that, you're just killing.
Yeah, you got skills across the bottom. Like you do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, yeah, it is real good. There's like 3 different worlds and then like a bonus world as well. It's just real good. There's a story-based campaign. Oh, there's 3 character classes, sorry. Gunner, engineer, and electrician. And each of them kind of do different stuff. There's like 30 skills, weapons. You can buy all these perks with like stuff you unlock. I had an absolute blast. I finished the campaign. And it was in one stream, and it was real fun. I really enjoyed it.
For $3, for it to look even as good as it did just in the trailer and cost $3 right now, that's amazing. Because I've seen stuff for $30 that looks worse than that.
Yeah. Also, like, the achievements are actually, like, challenging to get. Like, I only have 2 of 11. One is like complete the tutorial. One is do 15 headshots in a single level, and then it's like find the secret level, do like 666 headshots, kill 5,000 monsters, survive 80 waves on survival, beat the entire game without dying. Like, that stuff's hard, man.
Yeah.
But $3. This is like a, yeah, probably like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Is this early access? No, right? It's full release, yeah. It's $3, guys.
You know
Even
what?
at $6, I would buy this game.
I at least made sure to do this a couple times this month. I keep reminding myself that I should put reviews on Steam for games that don't have a lot of reviews. So I feel like James, if you did something like that for this game, considering it doesn't even have enough reviews for a grade yet, that'd be amazing help to developer in something like this. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Because it does look fun.
Yeah, it was real good fun. I really enjoyed it.
All right, so you have none, right, Ray? That was the only one you had. Okay. All right, so the next. Oh man, this is hard though. The rest of the games weren't that bad. We'll do F122 only because I haven't played enough of it to give like a full impression yet. But I own this on Origin, so it's not going to show up on Steam. Sorry. Yeah, I got put into a playtest for this, so I played this for the whole entire month of June before it came out the other day.
Jealous.
Well, yeah, like I'm part of the EA playtesting thing, so I got 4 Origin keys and the key for this game for playing it. So that was pretty good. But I had to play it 30 hours between June 1st and July 1st. So
Fair enough.
So like 1 hour a day, right? But I'll tell you what, they told us to give feedback as we went along. They had surveys during this. And I'm going to tell you, everything about this game is excellent besides one thing.
You mean a wheel?
No, I play with a controller, and the controls are really tight with a controller. It's fine. I'd love to have a wheel, believe me, but it's really fun. The racing is really tight. I mean, the graphics look amazing. It looks great. It plays great. But all this fucking cosmetic shit that you're seeing on the screen is all tied behind a podium pass.
Oh.
Or currency that you have to pay for. So, I mean, if you...
typical microtransactions with EA.
Yeah, like, okay, so to be... Well, no, you can play everything for free, Mario. There is no play to win or anything. It's just, I find the fact that they have so many cosmetics lined up behind a paywall is ridiculous. Especially, like, with the build your home shit that's built in the career, which is, like, basically, hey, do you want to show off to your friends? Build a home full of, like, furniture and crap that you have to earn through a battle pass to build a house so you can show it off to your friends. I don't get it.
So, is there like a free version of this battle pass as well, or like do you literally get nothing unless you pay for it?
Yeah, okay. To be clear, there is a free version.
Okay.
Without having to buy the podium pass, but I will say the free version like gives you only something like every 3 or 4 levels.
Yeah. Okay. Standard shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I got the Champions edition of the game, which comes with like 1,800 like currency points, which is enough to like buy the podium pass, which I had to do to test out the game, and it gives you enough stuff to buy like skins or wraps for your cars, so you can actually have individual, you can actually have your car stand out and be different. But I will say, the career mode is amazing. There is a split screen career mode where if you have, you can literally have somebody sit next to you and you can run a Formula 1 team together and race split screen on the same screen. Or if you have a friend who owns the game, you're not stuck just playing multiplayer against anybody else. Even in across, you can co-op a career together, which I find to be I feel like this is more Codemasters' part than EA's part, but it was really nice that got put in there because
I think they had that last year, but it was like real janky.
Well, I believe me, I played quite a bit of it because I thought it was one of the more fun parts of it. That and the career. I did try out the multiplayer. It is weird because the way they handle collision detection is very odd. Like it's almost like, you know how like you used to race against like ghost vehicles and like old racing games where you can just drive through them. So if you go into a beginner or easy race, you'll just drive right through them. You have to turn it up to like normal or hard or expert before you actually have hit detection between the vehicles. So I thought that was odd. But overall, I don't have a problem with the game. I think that it is a very, very good racing game. It looks really nice. It runs amazing on my system. I don't know about everybody else's, but like on my system, it runs. You know, I got like 150 frames consistent at 1080p at all times with everything turned to ultra. So it looked great. It played great. Like I said, it's just the EA jank that gets thrown into shit like this. So of course it has to have a podium pass. Of course it has to have like a build your place to show off, just so they can throw random shit in there for you to buy with real money. If you can like avoid that stuff like me though, because I don't give a fuck about any of it, just like Ultimate Team and like Madden or FIFA and buying players and stuff. I can avoid all that. If you can avoid all that and you just want a really good racing experience, game's great. Codemasters did an excellent job. But that, just warning you, that shit is in there. But I give it an 8. It's fun. It's fun. It's just flawed because of current gaming trends, which is, jam as much microtransactions as you can in anything that is multiplayer. Even if you're charging people $60 to $80 for the game, please just put more stuff in there to spend more money on. I should deduct a point just for that, but I'm not going to because it is a solid game. Alright, you're back. Oh, James.
Yeah, so I played... What else did I play this month? So many things. I played June Spice Wars.
Oh, yeah, okay. I have heard of that one, for sure. What'd you think?
It was real confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I was so lost playing this game. There is not much of a tutorial, to be honest. That's probably something they can work on. I'm gonna say, but it was a very good concept. Yeah, like RTS, so pretty kind of StarCrafty style Age of Empire things, but was really fun. I played about 2 hours. I will play again, and it was good fun. Now I know a little bit more about what I'm doing, but I really just got done in real early when I was playing because I ran out of money and resources, so I literally just couldn't do anything for like ages until I tried to like pull it back. Yeah, it was good fun though. It was good. I enjoyed it. How much is it now? It is
$23.99.
I mean, it's $23.99. Yeah. It is early access, so there is kind of things that they are still doing. There is a multiplayer as well, but yeah, it's a RTS, and I recommend playing it. What's the limit on early access games again? A 7?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably a 6 or maybe a 5.
Okay.
Like you can have 4-player multiplayer, like 2v2 or like free-for-alls. But there just needs to be a bit more tutorial to kind of explain what goes on because that wasn't very obvious.
That should be in a game, yeah.
Yeah, but I really liked it. I found it quite good, and I will continue to play it.
Awesome.
I recommend trying it.
I guess my next one would be Jitsu Squad. So I am a sucker for beat 'em ups, and this is a beat 'em up game that plays homage to all the old 2D fighting games like Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, you know, Tekken Tag, you know, all those games like that, because it has a tag system where you can bring in like all these characters to do amazing, spectacular moves. It has 4-player co-op. Every character has like an extremely wild playset like of moves they can do. Like you can play as a bull who does air guitar and creates lightning. It is probably one of the most over-the-top fighting games, I mean, beat-em-up games I've ever played. And that is a absolute compliment. Because Riding on the Lava is probably the greatest video game song I've ever heard. You understand what I'm talking about, Ray. You know the one where you said it sounded... Yeah, there's a whole song where you do a level riding on the lava on hoverboards. And it is a metal, like a rock ballad screaming, riding on the lava.
It's like homage to old Sonic
Nice.
OSTs.
Yeah, it was so good. And yeah, it's amazing. I'm trying to remember that streamer who's in this game, because I want to give him props, because I love watching his stuff, and I just can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's the one that always plays fighting games. Man, it's going to drive me nuts now. I was going to say, because he's actually a streamer I watch quite a bit, but his name is just escaping me at the moment. It is Maximilian Dude. Yeah, he's actually in the game. He's in this slide, this guy up here in the top left-hand corner. So, he is a big, old school fighting game streamer, and they actually brought him in to do the Hadouken from Street Fighter as his tag-in move. So yeah, that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's an amazing fan developer mishmash project. I played through the whole entire thing with my son. It was amazing to play, especially bringing your kid into it and having him enjoy as much as I did. It's a solid 8. I mean, I feel like it's pretty... it's short even by beat-em-up standards. But everything that's in it is great and fun and works properly and is just over the top in the best ways possible. So, alright, what's next, James?
What's next is... The Cycle Frontier.
Okay, I plan on actually trying this. I just haven't done it yet. So
it's free to play. Get on that. I'm a heathen. I play this on Epic, and I realized that you now cannot merge your accounts, so I'm stuck playing it on Epic, which is kind of annoying. But this is essentially if Tarkov didn't kick you in the balls as much. This is the cycle. Yeah. Basically what happened is a lot of people who were Tarkov streamers started playing this because it scratched an itch and was very different to Tarkov. And it's actually really, really fun. And then this week Tarkov had a wipe, and now all of those people have gone back to playing Tarkov. But, yeah, this is a really fun game. It's way less serious than Tarkov. It is way kind of... You way feel not as bad when you die, which is important. And...
You will die?
Oh, yeah, 100%. You have the same kind of things as Tarkov. You can put stuff on your butt, and then when you die, you get to keep it. Yeah, it's just good. Like, there is a battle pass, and you can pay for a premium battle pass, and there are wipes. So like every 80 days or so, they will have new seasons.
Yeah.
And the only things that go from season to season are like all the cosmetics that you unlocked, which is basically all the things in the premium battle pass.
Okay.
They are doing a drop campaign right at the moment. I think there's one more day to go, and then you get to like drop and unlock like cosmetics and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of fun. You can team up. You can have teams of I think 4. I've only played it in teams of 2, but it's really good. The fighting is real janky. That's the problem. That's probably the reason why it has mixed reviews after 21,000.
Yeah.
Because you basically never know if you're actually going to win, even if you have a better gun. Like, you might just get shit on.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's kind of odd. Literally, one of the top comments says, Tarkov on chill mode.
Hey Mario, if you ever try this out on stream, I'll play with you because I'm not gonna be streaming, but I'll join you.
There are quite a few cheaters, unfortunately so far. But I mean, like everyone has cheaters. But one of the things that they start off, it was a little unbalanced, but they did kind of make it so that if you're a solo, you're more likely to drop in with other solos.
Yeah,
but that's also based on your gear score. So if you find higher level gear, or like if you start a drop with higher level gear, you're also against higher level geared people, which is not as fun.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, very bad anti-cheat is basically...
Not a big...
Well, is it very bad and really very invasive anti-cheat, or is it just very bad anti? Because I'll take very bad without being invasive.
I mean, I don't even know if there is an anti-cheat. I actually can't tell. So, it's not... I guess it's not very invasive. It is... I tell you what, though. Like, there are no queue times. So, basically, you get in and you kind of instantly drop. Which is, like, super good. Obtaining loot feels fun. Like, PvP's pretty fun. Even, like, it's always a little bit tense. Like, PvE's pretty good. Like, you know what can kill and what won't kill. And, like, there's critters you can kill with a knife to make it a little bit more stealthy so people can't hear you. Because you can hear gunshots from, like, a third of the map away. So that's not
Sneaky.
exceedingly great. But, yeah, you're... Yeah, there are 2 maps, a normal and a hard, and apparently the hard map is just full of cheaters, so that's not fun.
Alright, so what's your grade?
I would give this an 8. I logged in every morning, like, to get rewards and stuff. I found it quite fun. I've been sticking it on Twitch 4 hours a day so I can get drops.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have great balancing issues yet. Like, they got to work out some guns, because some guns are just like, there's only a point taking one gun in, which is a bit kind of stupid.
Because of the way the guns are balanced.
Yeah, shotguns are just like way better than everything else.
Yep.
And fights generally turn into, I shoot you, you shoot me, we both heal. We find each other again, we shoot each other, we run back into cover, we heal. Which means the best way to kill someone is shoot them, and then when they go heal, just bum rush them, and then you'll just kill them anyway. I killed like 4 guys in the same raid doing that. So, that's not too difficult, but... yeah, it's really a much more chill version of Tarkov. Like, I don't stress nearly as much, but you still get that kind of like... Oh, fuck, I'm in a PvP fight and your blood starts going, you get a little sweaty and you can feel your heartbeat and stuff, but...
Nice.
Yeah, feel alive again.
Yeah, but, yeah, there's just a lot of cheaters, man.
Nah,
Do you think the shotgun supremacy is because of map design or gameplay objectives? Or is it just that it's that overtuned?
It's just like the raw power of it. So they turned down like a couple of the assault rifles because they were like a bit OP, but the shotgun is like, if you're close enough, you can just like one tap basically anyone, even no matter what armor they're in.
So basically they nerf the other guns while leaving shotguns extremely powerful.
So it's kind of like a lack of good alternative range, longer range equivalents.
Yeah, if you can kind of like shoot someone from range, all good, but like generally if you can just rush up and get close, you're probably going to win fights. But having said that, you can be wearing way better armor than someone else and still die. So, like, it's just a weird...
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, you're like, even if you're wearing better armor, like, you can still just die, so... And that happens quite a lot.
Alright.
But there's a whole crafting thing as well in upgrades and your hideout, and that's kind of cool. So, yeah.
Alright. My next one on my scale to the best is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So you got this game has been out for a little over 2 weeks and I've already beaten it twice.
Heroes in a half shell.
I absolutely adore this game as somebody who grew up playing, Turtles in Time all the time on my Super Nintendo. This game is absolutely excellent. The fact that it has 6-player co-op is insane. Because, like, I remember playing that way on arcade cabinets back in the day. It has challenge for everybody. So you can set it to easy, you can set it, like, there's an actual mode called chill mode that you can do, and you'll maybe die twice the whole entire playthrough. But it is so well done. I mean, the last 2 games they've done, which is Streets of Rage 4 and this game, are both excellent ways to modernize an old series. And, yeah, it's short. It's short, but there's a lot of replay value because there's story mode and then there's arcade mode, which do have differences because story mode has more of like a RPG, build up your character type mechanic to it where you're actually like getting stronger as you play through. If you do the arcade mode, it's obviously more difficult, but you come fully powered up the whole entire time. So I mean, like, there's pros and cons to it. It's about 2 hours and 30 minutes long for each playthrough. Like I said, it's amazing fun though. If you're like a fan of the old Turtles cartoons like I am, or grew up in like the beat 'em up era of arcade cabinets, then this game is fucking amazing. And the fact that it was on Game Pass day one was also really great. I give the game a 9 out of 10. The only thing I can say about it is that I hope that they decide to release more for this game in the future. I don't think that's in their plans, but even to have like maybe a couple more characters or even a little more content to play through would be great. But as it stands right now, for the package that it is, I mean, I think it's slightly overpriced, but it's an amazing game, so I can't take that away from it either. So, yeah, great. I've enjoyed the hell out of it.
Woo!
All right, and you're up next.
Yeah, so one of the games that I played a little bit of, which I really enjoyed, was Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Ah, yes.
This was a really good game. I played like 2 hours again, and this was just really quality. It's like 26 euros. Wow, it's literally the same price, actually. It's like, it's actually the same price in dollars as it is in euros. That's kind of hilarious. This is really great. Like, I'm trying to remember, there is a game that this is similar to, but I don't extremely remember what that is.
Space Engineers?
No, so Mario's listening because this is like kind of another simulation game. You're tearing apart like junk spaceships.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're basically like, you're cutting holes and you're learning, you're slicing, and then you're salvaging shit and you're like dropping it into either, like you got to break it down or you've got to like incinerate different bits, and it's all worth money.
And some
So
stuff on the
basically-
ship is explosive, so you gotta be careful with it. You gotta vent
Yeah,
the
as
ship before you open it up, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's hazardous ships and kind of like there'll be electricity and all that kind of stuff, so you gotta like watch out for there, and it's really really good. And so the whole premise is that like to join this kind of like job, you actually have to die, and then they like basically take your soul and will like recreate your body. So if you ever die, you just get like a brand new body, but that all costs money. So when you wake up in this game, you're like $2 billion in debt,
Oh my
and
god.
you've got to like halve away spaceships to make that up. But you also have stuff like you run out of oxygen. You're like what do you call it? Like your thrusters will run out of fuel. So you need to go back and top this up, and that of course costs money. So you're trying to like break down ships, but you're also trying to break them down quickly enough that it's not costing you more in oxygen and thruster fuel than it is to break apart the ship.
Ah, so adult Animal Crossing. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically you're massively in debt. And
In
Yeah.
space.
In
Adult
space.
Animal Crossing in space.
a lot of people think that it's probably like not finished, and I think that's fair. Like it's a little rough around the edges, but as you kind of unlock tools, it's real cool. But yeah, you can very easily, like I played 2 hours and I broke down 2 ships, and those were like 2 of the same starter ships. So it can really take you a long time. But if you like lose concentration and you drill in the wrong place or you cut the wrong piece, your ship can just fly off and you'll just start losing bits all over the place, and that costs you money as well. So you've kind of really got to like have your eyes on the ball and kind of think about what you're doing.
You know what I make as a comparison to this is like Power Wash Simulator.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
You have to be patient, and you have to make sure to pay attention to what you're doing.
And this game will take ages.
Yeah.
This is not, you don't beat this in one go. Like this is a grind game. It is a little repetitive, but you know what? Yeah.
it's kind of like honing a skill, sort of like in Power Wash, and being attentive in like thorough.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of different ships, and they all kind of look different. And there's like you go back to your hub and you sleep and you get messages, and yeah, it's good fun. Like you upgrade your tools and they kind of do all these different things, and it's really quite tactical about what you cut off and when. Otherwise, you'll start like losing pieces of your ship if you cut in the wrong place. That's also not what you want to do. So yeah,
Like
very
if I
good.
remember correctly, one of the things is if you don't decompress the ship before cutting a hole into it, it can kind of like rupture and stuff will just fly out,
Yes, that's
randomly.
very bad.
which
Yes.
is like the basic thing of like you always do this first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you just start losing money, basically. Like the video is showing, just things just start getting yeeted into space, and then when they're gone, they're just gone. So,
But then
Yeah.
there's also like some people I think have done strategies where it's like they purposely don't decompress the ship, and then they kind of like cut specific things out while they're inside the ship, and then cut open a hole in the direction of like the dump thing,
Yeah,
so
and then
that
you
it
can just
literally
yeet everything in
jettisons everything out into the cargo place where you're supposed to send everything. So it's like you kind of save
Right.
yourself on work if you know what you're doing, but
Ray's got a speedrun strats, right?
yeah.
All right. So what's your grade, man?
Yeah, I give this a solid 9. This is real good.
All right.
Like-
Cool.
Apparently they didn't add too much between early access and launch, but yeah, this is really good. I feel like it could get a little bit repetitive, but it's a solid. Did I say 9? Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
9. Oh yeah, your amount owing is 1.2 billion credits.
Oh my god.
Good luck.
All right.
Anti-capitalist as
Capitalism.
well, apparently. Yeah, apparently it's quite anti-capitalist as well, so that's kind of fun.
Aren't most games anti-capitalist nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know.
As they benefit from capitalism. Wait a minute.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So my next one is Soul Dyers. Yeah. I don't know why this is mixed because I had a lot of fun with it. I would say if you like Castlevania and Hollow Knight or anything like that, like a Metroidvania, but you have to like explore and fill out your map, then this game is excellent. Because I feel like the game is excellent. Like everything about this game when I played it was fine-tuned. I mean, maybe it's a little difficult. I want to see why people are saying stuff about it.
Yeah. Why are they saying bad things?
Why you trash talking about game?
Why are you trash talking my fun game?
Too many hours to get a refund. I understand lots of mixed reviews to get it. Class system being wildly imbalanced. Where should I begin? Buttons and doors. Really?
Are they nitpicking?
Oh my god. Yeah, they're like, hey, you press a button to open a door, and the door is on the other side of the map. Have you ever played these style of game before? Have you?
Sounds like you never played what is it, Metroidvania.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that sounds like somebody who looked at it, thought it looked pretty, and then played it not understanding what it was. And I'm not gonna give anybody shit. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion when it comes to games,
Yeah.
but
It's wrong. What? No.
but yeah, but I really like it. I only played as one class, and maybe that's why. But I play as the soldier because, you know, that's the
If
one.
I don't get the beat stick, I'm annoyed.
But I will say, like, once you get to your first dungeon, man, holy shit. You see how big the game is. Because at first I was like, oh, this is going to be like a little linear thing where, you know, you're above ground the whole time. Because in the trailer, that's pretty much what it shows, right? Is you're like above ground or in ships or going across bridges. No, you go into the first dungeon, and the first dungeon is fucking huge.
But yeah, you spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah. I mean, and I fought the first couple bosses, and I got to unlock some of the gear and stuff. I never played as the mage or anything. Maybe that's an issue. I don't know. But I really enjoyed my time with the game a lot. And this is the game I played right on the June 2nd, right after we did the last podcast. But even though I never went back to it yet, because there's a million games I haven't yet, this is probably one of those things I'm going to play when I have free time over the next month, you know? But for my time in it, I really enjoyed it. I thought they did an excellent job with presentation and making a good mix of a Metroidvania game with, like, the mapping of something like Hollow Knight, where you really have to explore everywhere to build the map up and find every crevice to get all the collectibles and all the secrets, as Ray would like to put it. Yeah, he loves secrets. But yeah, but you don't have to do that. That's the point. You don't have to find everything, but I sure as hell want to. So my grade for this one is a 9. I'm guessing people think they have valid criticisms, but from my personal experience with it, I didn't have any of those issues, so I can't.
People think they have valid criticism.
Yeah, they think they have. Yeah, they don't know shit.
They think they have valid criticism.
I mean, come on, like.
They understand. I just didn't game when I was a boy.
Yeah, I mean, they think they're gamers now.
I didn't wait outside a GameStop for 10 hours trying to get a copy.
But yeah, I would recommend it. I don't know other people do, but I think it's fine. Alright, so what's up next, James? I only got one left myself.
I've only got one as well.
Okay, cool.
And I actually only played this today.
Okay.
At the start of stream. And it is real good. It is called Ready or Not.
Yep, I own this one, so I know how you feel.
So this is basically a clone of SWAT. SWAT 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Redo or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is real good. So the last major update, which was like 4 days ago, had 500 internal fixes. Some of the AI is still janky. Because there was a guy lock picking a door, but the door was in front of me and he was pointing to the left, lock picking the air. So that was pretty hilarious. But this game is real good. The AI sometimes doesn't work though. But it's, I think it's early access.
Yes, it
I
is.
don't think it's actually out yet. So this is real good. I got I've completed all the Steam achievements.
Nice.
There is one, which is make an arrest. So I did that. And it's real good. It's multiplayer. You can play with up to 5 people, I think. And yeah, it says a smartly designed team of AI officers. That smartly designed team does not always work.
It's subjective.
Just subjectively working.
Subjectively working or subjectively smart, whichever the two.
Yeah, not both. Not both in some cases. But some of the missions are like real short. So one of the missions, literally, I killed 2 guys and found 1 piece of evidence, and that was it. The red room you saw was like the porn room. There was like a porn trafficker, basically. So you had to like bust in there. But yeah, one literally was really interesting in the fact that I actually checked a door and found it was fine, and when I opened it, it exploded and I died. So it's also like your officers can die, but if you die, it's game over.
So it suffers from RPG syndrome.
Yeah, so basically what you want to do is send in all of your guys first and just hang at the back. And generally that's
It's the smart way to go, right?
the smart way of doing
The
things.
safe way.
Yeah, but I didn't actually lose a single officer. I died like 3 times in like 5 missions, including one where I'd almost completely cleared like the pawn house, and then I died with like 2 guys left to kill or arrest.
That's
So
sad.
that was annoying. But yeah, it was. I found it really, really good. I think it'd be really fun to play multiplayer. One of my friends played it, and then he didn't really like it, so got a refund. But now they've dropped all the major updates. I'm telling him that he should re-get it because it's actually it's much better than it was in like beta or whatever. Because a few people came into stream and were like, "Oh, you're playing this? This is awesome! Like, this is way better than what it used to be." So,
But I think that's like a misconception when people buy into things that are in early access too early. Like they don't. Some people don't. I mean, not everybody, but some people just don't get the idea that you're buying into like a proof of concept sometimes. Because a lot of like V Rising's a perfect example that you mentioned too. Like it's kind of like V Rising is really far along in some aspects, but in other aspects it's not. So, like, some people are complaining, they're being like, well, this isn't really a complete game. Well, no one said it was. Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing with Ready or Not. Like, when it came out, people were like, this looks amazing. And then they're like, wow, this is bare bones. And I'm like, what did you think it was going to be?
Did it say it was fully feature complete? No.
yeah, no. It's definitely not. But, that's okay. It's real good. Yeah, early access. I would give this a 7. Oh, no, I'd give it a 6.5. The AI definitely needs some work, but kind of all games that are like this with AI that you're trying to get them to do stuff is going to be a little janky, and sometimes you get just murdered out of literally nowhere. Like you don't see what happens and you just die.
Yeah.
The first mission I played, I like opened a door and there was a suspect. And we told him to put his gun down, and he put his gun down, and as I was restraining him, he stabbed me, and I died. I was like, okay. I did not see where that knife came from. So, yeah. I was like, okay, well, fine, I guess.
Clearly, he was hiding it in his
Yeah.
Rare.
Sure. So, yeah, that's yeah, it's good.
All right, and another instance of Tim's weird taste in video games. My favorite game of the last month is a game that I had never heard about until I had basically just been dropped a key in my email for this. It is called Blast Brigade versus the Evil Legion of Dr. Creed. And you might be like, what?
Title.
Yeah.
That's what I call Metroid.
Okay. This is a Metroidvania platforming game with great cartoon art style. And they actually have full voice acting for everybody. And it works so well to make this game so much fun because your main character is basically a arrogant adventurer who likes to sleep in a hammock to save. And he's a complete idiot too, which makes it even better. So it's like playing a Saturday morning cartoon. So you have like the really serious scientist who doesn't understand how this idiot is still alive,
They're still trying to help him.
Yeah. But yeah, you have 4 different characters that you can play as, and you can switch between heroes on the fly. They all have their pros and their cons, but a lot of them have grappling hooks, right?
Ooh. Grappling hooks make everything better.
No, but I will say the biggest appeal to me is the voice acting is beyond anything I thought this game could have. Because for $20, I was gonna be meh, it'll be all right for $20. It's really, really good. The unlock tree has so many things to unlock along the way. The difficulty ramps up at just the right amount. And there's little puzzles to get upgrades, but nothing super hard. And if me, I'm a fan of the Shantae series from Way Forward, and the boss
that style.
It has that style of boss fights.
Oh, even that, yeah. Because I was gonna say the art style is very Shantae.
Yep.
More modern Shantae.
Yeah, the boss fights are great though. The electric octopus that you see in the trailer. Yeah, it's great to play against. Sorry. I had no idea that this game existed until I just get a random email from the developer going "Hey, I see you play indie games here," and I was like,
we got a game for you.
And I seriously looked at the name of the game and I was like, "What the fuck is this crap?" and then I play it and I'm like, "Woo!"
That's this crap.
Oh.
It was very good. It was very, very good. How you doing today, Ethan? All right. So next up is the topic of today. Well, we got 2. One, I know James didn't watch any of the conferences, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right off the bat. I think Capcom won. Most people are like, did Microsoft win? Did Nintendo win? Did Sony win? No, Capcom won. Capcom. The Resident Evil 4 remake released a trailer. Street Fighter 6 released trailer. And then a couple days later, they confirmed Dragon's Dogma 2. And the internet exploded. Yeah, there was nothing of that hype level from any other conference during the whole entire thing. Is there other things that I'm excited about? Yes, the Callisto Protocol, which is from the developers who made Dead Space. So, basically their modern version of Dead Space. I'm doing pretty good, Ethan. I'm doing pretty good. And I would say there's a couple other things I'm excited for, Silk Song, which is the sequel to Hollow Knight. They showed off the Cuphead DLC, which I picked up the other day because I hate myself. So now I have even more reason to go back to Cuphead and grind through all that again. Thankfully, it doesn't make you play through the whole entire game again to play the DLC. You literally get like the first like achievement, like which is like 3 bosses in, and then they're like, "Hey, do you want to take this magic boat to the DLC island?" Sure. Okay, I'll skip the rest of the game. But yeah, there was some cool stuff. I mean, it's not that the conferences didn't have anything great. I think Microsoft did an excellent job with their conference of sticking to this idea now of only showing things that are coming out in the next 12 months. I think that's smart.
Very.
Yeah, because too many game companies have created this culture of like hype by giving you a release trailer for a game that you won't see for 5 years. I feel like that's
Starfield, no.
yes, Starfield, or how about like the last Bethesda conference before they got bought out by Microsoft when, you know, they showed the trailer, like little trailer for Elder Scrolls 6 that we will see in 2025 maybe, you know, stuff like that,
Yeah.
or like when
Bethesda, no.
or when Sony showed Spider-Man 2, which is supposed to be out next year. But then on the other hand, showed Wolverine from the same studio that maybe will be out by 2026. You know, like just show games that people will be able to play soon. You know, I just don't see why I understand you have to create a culture of hype, right? But like that's why I'm going to go into this other issue real quick before we get to the main topic. The idea that people sent dick pictures to the devs of God of War to demand a release date for a game is the most Twitter thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
That's so Twitter.
This happened over the last 2 days. Like, people were literally sending dick pics to developers at Sony Santa Monica Studios to demand a release date for God of War Ragnarok. To the point where, like, Corey Balrog, which is the head of the studio, had to make a statement literally telling them to stop sending dick pics. And he delayed revealing the release date because of it. So now all the fans that were pissed that they didn't have a release date are now more pissed because they still don't have a release date.
Good, because they deserve it.
No, I'm starting to really think that Sony Pony is a fucking disease.
It is.
I mean, like, listen, I prefer Xbox only because of the fact that they put their games out on PC day one. Okay? And because Game Pass, that's a great deal for consumers. Other than that, I do not care what plastic box you play video games on. Because I have a PC and why the hell do I care? I like the Switch, I like Xbox. PlayStation, if you could find one anywhere, you know, that wasn't bought by a scalper, then sure, I'd probably want to get one too. But I just don't see the issue of arguing over boxes or harassing developers for release dates when we're in a culture now where games get delayed so often that it doesn't really matter. You know, Starfield, I was excited just like everybody else because it was supposed to be in November. If it comes out in 2023, I don't care. Redfall, I was excited for that too. Come out 2023, I'd rather wait and play a game when it's done and it's good. Thankfully, I play indie games, so it gives me a position where I never run out of games to play. Sure, people that only want to play AAA titles, they're in a drought. They have an issue. But then you got Monster Hunter that came out this month. You got Stray that comes out in July, and you got there's little AA stuff for the people that need to have their high production value stuff. You know, but for me, somebody who just likes games that are fun and enjoyable, I never run out of stuff to play, and I could never see myself harassing a dev for anything. You know, it's
never okay.
Yeah, it never is. All right, so the main topic, we'll get back on course here. The main topic is, like, summertime is usually a drought time for bigger releases, right? We got Stray, and there's a couple other ones, but usually the summer's when people go into that backlog and find a game that they haven't finished or go back to a game that they haven't completed and finally give it the time it deserves. So my question is to you, Mario, or to the guys here with me, what is the game that you think if you have the time, now that there's not a whole bunch of big releases out, that you'll go back and finally play?
EFT, EFT, EFT. Escape from Tarkov, got to wipe, kids. It's time to go back to it. No, in all seriousness, Outriders, actually.
Why?
Outriders just dropped a new expansion.
Why do you have to steal my answer? No, I was kidding. It actually is the same answer, I'm not going to lie.
I played like 40 plus hours of Outriders. They've just dropped World Slayer. Is early accessed as of June 28th, so like 4 days ago. Yeah, I put 42 hours in. I completed the campaign. I thought it was great. And yeah, now I want to go back. I also need, there's like a bunch of achievements they added. There's like 10 achievements or 9 achievements or something I need to go and deal with.
Did you actually buy it?
World Slayer? Not yet.
Ah, okay. I just got code for it yesterday. Because I have, as I've stated many times, and I am thankful for this, I have an amazing relationship with Square Enix. Even though they sold the technical IP in their deal that they made last month, they're still publishing the game because it's already out. So, like, World Slayer is technically under the Outrider umbrella, but because it's already an established game, anything that comes out after this, Outriders 2 or whatever, that'll be under Embracer Group. But because this is still part of that game, that's why it's still under Square. But anything that Square basically comes out with, I'm pretty much guaranteed at this point that they're going to give me a key for it. Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake came out on Steam, they dropped me a key that day. Like the Outriders expansion, they dropped me a key. I don't know how this happened. I don't care. I love it. But yeah, Blake, I also plan on playing Outriders 2. Because I never, like, you played through the whole thing.
Yeah. I finished it. It's great.
I pre-ordered it, like, with my own money way back when. And when it came out, it was really jank for me. I mean, I don't know if you played it at launch or not.
Oh yeah, I pre-ordered. I played beta. I was all there. I finished it and was like, okay, that was a little. It could have been better.
Yeah, because me and Dan tried to play through it, and it's had a lot of technical issues for me. I don't know why. But,
there was a lot of like disconnecting when playing co-op and stuff. Like that was a bit janky. But also the stupid thing is like they added full and entirely free transmogging after I had finished the game. So I came back to it a little bit ago, and it's like, oh, you don't have any of the transmog unlocked, even though you've basically picked up all of the weapons at one point or another. So that's like, nah, I've got to pick up all weapons again.
Was that Game Pass Edition? Game Pass Edition didn't come out till way later.
No, they added in the normal game they added like entirely free transmog.
Oh, I know, but Mario's asking me if it was the Game Pass Edition. Like the game.
No, I just played the Steam edition.
Yeah, the Game Pass Edition is the same as the Steam edition. It's just
I had the Hell's Rangers content pack as well.
Yeah, me too.
All the cool shit. Yeah.
We went balls to, like, me, AirRaiser, RIP, and Dan all went, like, hammed trying to get into this game, because it reminded us a lot of Gears of War, which I'm a giant fan of. I love all the Gears of War games. So, like, now...
I played this on stream a lot.
So now that it's had, like, a long time out, and there's been a lot of patches to the game, and it's had time to, like, get the bug fixes it needed, and it's got the it's got the expansion and everything else. Now I feel like it's finally time for me to sit down, experience it now, and get my full experience out of it that I wanted to have it launch. And I know I've heard the story is not amazing, but that's not really why I'm playing it. Because I mean, if you look at Gears of War 5, I enjoy the hell out of it, but the story's like absolute bonkers. Like, it makes almost no sense, but it's just gameplay. that I really enjoy in that sense.
In this case, story is an incentive, gameplay is a reward.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you can forgive it.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Ray?
As for me, I still have a bunch of RPGs I haven't finished that I need to get back to at some point. And it's just it's always kind of daunting when you accidentally like leave an RPG for too long because it feels harder to get back into it the longer you wait.
You open it up and you're like, I have no
It's like-
memory of this storyline.
You have maybe the bare bones memories, like I think we were doing this, and I think this is what the story was doing. Did I miss anything? Do I know what I was doing? Like, was I specifically grinding something, or was I following the story yet? Was I on a side quest?
Yeah, that's why
Like, there's a few things I need to like jump back into. Some of them I wasn't actually that far into. Like Haven, I was thoroughly enjoying, but I did not get terribly far into yet, so it wouldn't be too bad to get back into it. But it's been like a half a year now.
That's the point. Is when it's too long for me with an RPG, I usually just start over.
You know what game that I've
done
been
that too.
playing?
What?
What RPG I've like got into again really recently is Oblivion.
Oh.
Because I picked up on Prime like the super uber dust game of the super deluxe year POG everything included edition for free.
Nice.
Yeah, I've basically been smashing the living bejesus out of that, and I've finally got to the point where I can do the main quest now that I've finished literally everything else, including Shegaroth, etc. I've done all the DLCs, all the extras, and now I'm going to do the main story. And I'm like a bit of the way into the main story.
Nice.
So finishing that as well is the other thing for me.
Well, there's no reason if you plan on keeping Game Pass, Mario. There's no reason to buy the Steam version of the game. I mean, unless you plan on dropping Game Pass, then yeah, pick it up on Steam.
I am dropping Game Pass actually, but I have it on GOG. GOG, because that's what Prime gave it to me on. So
Nice. I personally, Mario, I'm still signed up for another year of Game Pass, so I don't have to worry about it for a while. Like, I went and bought I got a whole bunch of cards for Christmas, so I got like 18 months of Game Pass worth of gift cards. So I'm not gonna be worrying about that for a while. But yeah, okay, let's talk about the games that we're looking forward to over the next month. I know this part is daunting for most people besides me. I really like video games. Whatever, I'll try and make this as quick as possible. But I really like video games. I'll show the trailer. I'll talk for a second. I'll make them quick on my part. So,
All right.
You want to go first, Ray?
Sure. I've got 6. to
Okay.
look at. FPS chess.
yes, this looks
We'll get there,
good.
Mario.
FPS chess?
We'll get to Stray, don't worry. I also have 6, although I think all of our lists include Stray, right?
Except mine, because I took mine off.
Took it off. Yeah.
Okay.
I always have a soft spot for Digipen stuff because they do great work and it's a great college. But this is just an entertaining idea.
That's great. It's like, have you ever wanted to play Doom with your chess? Yes, Mario, I will talk about that one before I finish. That's very interesting, I must say.
Yes, but instead of capturing your pieces, you 1v1 them in a FPS match.
That's great. And it's free.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And it's the best price ever.
Is that a
Alright.
grappling hook? That looked like
Yes.
a grappling hook.
That was a grapple. They grappled to the chandelier and then came down and sniped the other pawn.
Sake. Brain grappling hooks name a more iconic duo.
Yeah, remember, according to Steam, this is like Paladins. So, get your MOBAs ready.
Clear.
Alright, so go ahead, James. What do you got?
I had a game that I like the look of called Zell, XEL.
Oh, cool. He took one off my list. Yay! He did it.
Oh, okay, cool. To be honest, I didn't have great time management. I'm not gonna lie. I was just looking at things before I got into here, and I looked at this, and I thought this looked really good.
It does.
Comes out 12th of July, and it's a 3D sci-fi fantasy action adventure thing. It the art style reminds me of It Takes Two, a little bit actually. And yeah, just this. I feel like this would be my type of game.
Those look nice.
Challenging dungeons, puzzles, lots of stuff to explore, jumping things, boxes to smash, chests to get, levers to pull. Yeah, I'm
Game
fully
to
into
play.
this game. Yeah, it's you can download the demo, so I'm going to do that, and then I will give it a go and see how it looks. That's
That's
me.
a good looking one.
Yeah, I'm excited to play that. I'm going to download the demo right now. Actually.
All right. Let's see. My first one is Neon Blight. It is a very retro-inspired action-adventure top-down RPG game, but it's cyberpunk, so you know it gets.
Well, I was
it
about
gets
to say
it back.
this looks like Shadowrun style,
Yeah,
kind of.
I'm a sucker for this type of stuff, though. So basically, what you are is you're the owner of a how do you say, like a black market gun store. So by day you run a gun store, and that you're like doing the management with that, and by night you go around and do like bullet hell top down missions to get money to get more guns to run your store during the day. So you're fighting off the competition as well. So you're basically trying to make yourself have the best gun store by killing your competition and stealing everybody else's weapons. So
I guess that's one way to do it, right?
I mean, it has like a great premise when you think about it, Yeah, and
Can't come second if there is no 1 second.
exactly. And it comes out July 11th. I'm looking forward to it immensely. All right, next up, Bray. See, I'm making it quick. Promise.
Yeah. Dalo. Dalo.
You're my Dalo, Dalo, Dalo. No?
Right.
Minimalist puzzle games.
Oh my god. A combination of Dot and Halo. I'm assuming this is not Halo.
Or not the
Master Chief
victory,
Halo.
Not that Halo. You find and trace a path between all the dots so that it covers every line between each dot.
I wonder if it's.
But only one each once.
I wonder if it supports Cortana.
Ooh.
Competition. That's a pretty crazy concept, I must say.
Simple yet challenging.
Ray finds all these games, and I'm like, did I scroll past this? I must have. I mean, like. All right, go ahead, James.
One that I literally got an email about from the devs was This Means Warp.
Oh,
Means warp.
I know this game.
I will read you the email they sent to me. Where was it? So they said they basically like, hey, I got emailed by someone who works for like Rage Studios. And they were like, oh, we've partnered with an independent local developer on This Means Warp, a fast-paced co-op survival game. If you're fans of Overcooked or Moving Out, you'll love This Means Warp. Fun fact, have played neither of those games. But yeah, they even have an alligator named Pants as a playable character. So, yeah, it's a space It's a spaceship management roguelite. And yeah, I have installed this and literally am yet to play it, but it looks fun.
Looks like Tim has a copy as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is FTL meets Overcooked.
I think so, as far as I can tell.
Must be.
Yeah, FTL was this kind of like ship management roguelike.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, this is like Trigon. Trigon's like FTL as well.
but to
yeah.
be fair, it doesn't come out in July. It's already been out for quite a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's,
It's
okay.
early access.
It's okay. It's okay. But
It's early access, and I only just got it like 2 days ago.
it's okay. It's okay. No, I was just like, hey, that release date. I was like, yeah, I got this from I think Keymailer or something. So I've had it for a while. Just like it's one of those games where I think it has remote play. Yeah, it has a remote play. I was gonna do a remote play night a while back, and then I had issues with my internet or something, and never got around to playing it. So, but yeah,
Well, that looked fun.
enjoy. It actually looks really good. No lie.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, my next one is Crut, the Mythic Wings.
I see.
Crut, the Mythic Wings. Sounds like that that thing from Star Trek. It's like Floor, his face concerned. I don't know if anyone knows that reference, but that's gonna.
It's based.
Unfortunately, I don't. It sounds hilarious.
It's based on a CG movie that was made a long time ago in Thailand, but it's just like it has that hack and slash like quick combat that I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got like a little bit of side-scrolling Devil May Cry vibe to it, you know.
A little Dark Soulsy combat roll feel to it.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed to look cool. It's coming out on everything, so
Yeah, those look good.
yeah. I mean, it looks like a shorter game because it only has 6 levels, but who cares? I mean, indie games I don't judge based solely on length. Especially, I don't even know what the price is. If it's really expensive, then, you know, that's an issue. But usually these games are pretty cheap.
It's a balance. Price versus content versus quality.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, go ahead.
Klonoa, Fantasy Reverie series.
Okay, how do you spell that again? Like the beginning?
Klonoa.
There you go, I got it. Yeah, this is the one you
I've
thought
never
I was
actually
gonna
played
get.
any of these, but I've seen people talking about them, and it's always nice to see retro titles get brought onto Steam and PC. So if you like your platformy action titles, always good to see.
Especially old Bandai Namco stuff. Like, that's very rare. You know, they got all that Dark Souls money. I guess they can afford to give us some of the old stuff.
And I got all that Dark Souls money.
Exactly. Alright, so what you got next, James?
The next one I have is called Lodestar. Is a early access open world survival craft and explorer game. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, actually. It's kind of third persony. You guys are kind of working as a team, and yeah, it's got grapple hooks. Look.
Ooh. Ooh, everything. Grapple hooks are never bad.
That looks
Grapple
like
hooks.
it looks like deep rock with building.
Yeah.
You start with building and slightly less of that cartoony style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still got bosses. Still got things. Very traversable looking environments. So, yeah, I'm excited. Comes out in 5 days. Yeah.
early access launch. It's you got to gather resources. There's 8 hostile planets. It's co-op. I think up to 4 players, right? So
It looks actually very Subnautica inspired, actually.
Yep, and if you know
A lot of
anything
those
about
menus.
me, I love those games because I play a lot of Planet Crafter. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Oh, it's a boss worm. It's a boss worm.
Yep.
I can hear Murmich getting excited from here. I was gonna say
As long as it
Subnautica.
doesn't fall to the ground underneath him.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, I rarely... Okay, I'm gonna just point these out real quick and skip them, but... I rarely bring up anything that's on mobile, but Monument Valley 1 and 2, which were some of my favorite mobile games that I did play a couple of years ago, especially when you like puzzles, wink wink, nudge nudge, are coming to Steam. With all of like the extra content built into the Steam versions of the game. So you got Monument Valley 1 and 2 that are coming out the same day. I'll bring up the...
Pedigree. It's got pedigree. That's good.
Yeah. Believe me.
Keyword of the month is pedigree, everyone.
Like, usually I wouldn't recommend mobile games, but they did a good job of translating it into the, an actual PC port instead of being like, oh, here, just do the same thing as mobile. But yeah, basically it is a, like, traversal puzzle game, kind of like, I would say, like, Myst, like back in the day, but with less, like, CG.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I haven't played Myst in forever.
Yeah, it's a relaxing adventure puzzle game. But it was originally for mobile, and they were highly, highly rated. And I actually played them and enjoyed them immensely. So, if I like a mobile game, that's rare. But yeah. Yeah, but part 1 and part 2 are both coming out. If you have a couple dollars and you want to try one, I'd recommend it. It's if you like puzzle stuff. I'm looking at you, Ray. Then I might recommend
a follow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'd recommend at least giving it a shot. It's probably not gonna cost very much, I imagine. I'm gonna guess less than $10 by far. So yeah, check those out. But the game I'm actually gonna show.
It better be less than $10, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or we riot.
I have a hard time. Okay, next one I have is Kingdom Gun, which looks very much like Soul Dyers, except this one has online co-op. But it's more of like Metroidvania meets Dragon Marked for Death.
Ah, yeah, I can see that art style.
Speaking of which, I already missed that game. I want to go back and play more.
We totally can. That's another game we could go back to over the break.
Yeah, Dragon Marked for Death. That game's amazing. But yeah, I also got like a couple emails about this. It seems like if I could get 4 people together to play it, it'd be a lot of fun. I don't know if this would be something I'd play by myself, compared to like Soul Dyers, which is more like action adventure, and this is more of like built to be a co-op game. But yeah, if I get codes for it, definitely check it out. With or without the stream, I can still check it out with friends. So doesn't matter. I have only like 3 key codes put in for this month, so thankfully I won't be overburdened. So yeah, go ahead. Right.
Me?
Platypus Adventures.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck yeah. I can always get behind an Australian animal going on adventures.
It's an action-packed third-person adventure about a platypus uncovering a cosmic mystery.
It's what? Nay, no. P-L-A-T-Y.
U.S.
Y-P-U-S.
You're delayed. Stop. God. Yeah. Just say stop. I got it. All right. All right. Platypus Adventures. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
He got there. He got there, guys.
We made it.
Platypus, and then Platypus 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright, I am
Intrigued?
intrigued. It says based on Australian animals and landscapes, so color
Indeed.
me curious. Being resident Australian in this chat. Okay.
This trailer is like very.
Those alligators? No, crocodiles. I mean.
Just to say, which one's in Australia? Both?
No alligators. It's crocs only, mate.
Be crocs then. It better be a croc. If it's not, then we know this is a.
Oh my god, there's a koala. Hey, it's got grappling hooks.
It's got grappling.
Oh. Okay.
It also has rolling rocks you have to run away from.
It has spiders too.
Of course, it's Australia. It's Australia. Where aren't there spiders?
Yeah, true. Dinosaur fossil. There are those also in Australia. Did he just like slap another platypus in the face? Get out of here.
I must admit, this trailer is leaving me with more questions than answers.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
If you left the trailer with answers, why would you play?
True. That.
I also see a screenshot that has a boat too, so
No, it's like one of the most chill 2-minute trailers I've ever seen, where it's like, this is our game. Where's the boat? Oh, there it is. Okay, I saw it. Never mind. The boat. Okay, that's cool. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. It is... Okay, so it is co-op. It does have remote play. It does have a demo. So, I mean, hey, it's worth checking out, right? Does not have a release date, but it does say 2022.
oh, did it not have a release date?
Ray. Oh, Ray. You committed the cardinal sin, Ray.
Oh,
I'm not the only one today.
man.
Yeah, true. Mine was already out, actually.
Alright, go ahead, James.
Damn it, he's got me there.
Kettle.
What else did I... Yeah, damn it. Why did I even click on that? Haley's Dream. Or Halley's Dream. Sorry. Halley apostrophe S Dream. It is also a third-person adventure, where you're a husky.
Touche.
You wake up in a beautiful fantasy world where every other animal is turned into stone.
So it's Dr. Stone.
It's a solo developer game, and you have to revert the curse. The trailer does look real good though. Like, there's some very nice movement going on, apart from that weird-looking hop thing.
Teleport thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know what that was. But look, like, the grass moves and stuff, and, like, this is solo developer, so this is, like, super... I'm quite impressed by this. It's got, like, a Stonehenge thing going on. You meet a bear that goes brr. You use magical equipment you hold in your mouth like you're a Pokemon.
Pokemon!
1.5 to 2.5 hours. Play at your own pace. Yeah, this looks kind of cool.
Alright, my next is Rune Factory 5. Which I was very surprised to hear that you had never played a Rune Factory game. Right?
I have never played a Rune Factory game.
You better hope I don't get you for Secret Santa this year, because you're the Rune Factory game.
$51, Jesus. Oh wait, this was the one that we were saying has pedigree as well, right?
Yeah, I think we did. Did we mention this one?
About this earlier. There were so many games there.
There's so many sequels coming out this spot.
Yeah. we were talking about, we were talking about pedigree, yeah, because it was this game, because I was like, why is it 51 euros? That's why.
Yeah, Rune Factory. Rune Factory, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, guys. Get cultured. Get cultured, Mario.
Look, protect your seed from the community. Wait, no. Protect your community.
Protect your community from your seed. Wear a condom, kids. Have your dog spayed or neutered. Seed Factory 5.
Don't let your cats outside.
Yeah.
This game looks part like Gathering Sim and part just like Final Fantasy Genshin style.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're getting an actual idea of what it is then. It's a RPG game with like farming / base building type mechanics built into it as well. So so you can plant food and make crops to get yourself so you can take on missions so you can stash it and use it as like a health item, or you can eat it as is and build up stats, and then you go actually out and do RPG missions along with it. This game came out on the Switch earlier this year and is finally coming to PC now.
I was gonna say, I heard of people playing it.
Rune Factory. If anybody wants to try a Rune Factory game without spending a lot of money, Rune Factory 4, I was gonna say, is on Steam as well, and it's only $20, and it's just as good as 5 from my experience. I'm kind of biased. I own Rune Factory 5 on the Switch downstairs, so I have played some of it. Also, I don't talk about Switch very often, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out this month, and I have it pre-ordered. That's where I'm going to spend all my time for this month, besides Outriders, is playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on the Switch. So, if you don't see me on the PC for a couple weeks, you'll know why.
Alright then.
Alright. Well, I'm a sucker for RPG games. What can I say?
No, hey, I don't blame you.
It's kind of like you with the Atella games, or...
I tell you, yeah.
Yeah, Xenoblade's my
I was thinking it has that similar kind of style to it.
Yeah. Alright, so what you got next, Ray?
Let's look at T-Port. It's all one word.
It's T-Port? Yeah, okay, there it is.
Yeah. First-person puzzle games, teleporting mechanics.
This feels like it would work better in VR.
Welcome to this test. Your goal is to advance
I wonder if
the worlds
it's
in front of you.
made with that
You
intention.
carry a fail-safe transporter on you.
Doesn't look like they have
You can
anything
place a
on
teleporter
VR
and
support
then
in the
by
future or anything,
activating it,
but
be transported there instantly.
That's interesting.
Placing a teleporter is only possible in the spot where you stand.
Oh wow, this is definitely a Ray game. Holy
Look
fuck.
at your surroundings. Make use of the things we offer you. We've made sure that none of the setups in this test pose any kind of danger. All right. Any questions? No? Then let's get started.
T-Port, aka teleport. Okay. I get it.
Yep.
Portal?
kind of.
Portal game? Well, kind of, yeah.
Except you don't put portals on walls, you just kind of make them in thin air.
And it has a demo. There's a demo button. Hit the demo button. Usually it's over here. I'm surprised they have a demo button just sitting over here.
I know, right?
That is very strange. Well, there's a demo, so definitely worth checking out.
Demos are always good.
Alright, what's up next, James?
So next is a game called Absentis. 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 This is a little more like, oh no, it says 2022 release date. I could have sworn
he did it!
July.
He did it!
Oh,
Hi, Kettle, I'm hot.
damn it. I was about to also say I'm not like 100% sold on this game, but the graphics look kind of good. It's basically an adventure game with RPG elements. You are a young and ambitious traveler named Jack, who takes a trip to a frightening but alluring island. And from the picture meets a girl, and there's a dragon, and there's
and a bear and a seagull.
Mario's laughing at you, James.
And Trent's, yeah.
noob. Yeah. So that's a little awkward. I mean, like, the sword swing stuff looks kind of cool, but... it's depressing.
Alright. So here's what I'm super hyped about. Is Loopmancer.
No, that's next.
Oh, Loopmancer.
Loopmancer. Did I look at this?
Oop, there it is. Loop, there it is.
It's like
Yeah.
a cyberpunk version of Sifu, but without like the extreme difficulty.
Mm.
And instead
That looks good.
and you're a detective, so it actually does have detective elements besides just like instead of just fighting bosses.
How did you know?
See, it's not only me. Mario also wouldn't be looking at release dates. The problem is, Mario, is that they put all of these games in date order.
Well, they try
But then
something
just-
like that.
Then they just throw 2022s randomly.
Oh no, my favorite is when you're going through the list, it will say like July 13th, when it's done.
Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon.
Wish list to get notices or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wish list now.
Yeah, but Loopmancer is one of the games I'm like looking forward
That
to
looks good.
For the month. Do you guys have any more, or am I like speed run?
I think our last one is the same one.
Okay, Stray.
Yeah.
Since we're both looking at Stray.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do Stray now then. That's fine.
Lost and alone, separated from family, a stray cat with a something on its back must untangle an ancient mystery to escape a long-forgotten cyber city and find their way home. Hey, it's a gender-neutral cat. That's good. It's a they. Be stealthy, nimble, silly, sometimes as annoying as possible.
Yeah, Mario, I'm kind of shocked that you're so excited for Stray. You of all people.
A drone called B12. Also, I like B12, Blue 12 Studio, a small team from the south of France, mostly made up of cats with a handful of humans.
I don't know. I see you as more of a Call of Duty guy, Mario, right? COD.
I don't know, I think a lot of people see this as kind of like just something really new and unique.
Yeah,
And
I appreciate it for that as well.
if nothing else, that's probably what a lot of people are interested or most focused on.
Plus, people like cats. I like cats.
Well, yeah. And there's not a lot of games that make your character a cat while still being like.
No matter how much I like this, if I got a copy of it, I wouldn't be the one playing it.
Jess would,
Yeah, I'd have Jess play it. I would have Jess play it.
because she is the one and only cat.
Exactly. Plus, she really likes cats. Alright, so I'm going to go through the rest of these fairly quick.
Alright.
There might be a couple in here that you're like, what? Yeah, but they're okay. The first one is thanks to my kids, as I mentioned to Ray. Regular Human Workshop.
Oh, this sounds
We
like
swear.
a game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be one of those games.
Have you It's a simulation sandbox. There are no predefined goals or objectives. Simply throw objects into the world and interact with them in various ways.
Oh, yes. I too like to torch my bodies into instant red. What is this game?
This is exactly the kind of game that I can see Tim's kids recommending.
I think it's a good game.
Yes.
I can see people being very entertained and spending a lot of time in that game, yes.
That's my point, right?
I could also see people being like, this is great, and after 10 minutes being like, I'm kind of bored.
I think
Maybe. I mean,
this,
it depends.
They spelled wish list wrong. It's so great. the wish list. Make sure to wish list this on Steam.
See, I think with a game like this, it's more of like to produce content than to actually be like fun for an individual to play. If you're a person that produces like highly edited content, this would be great, because then you can just make the scenario, edit it, and then throw the scenario out and be like, haha, that's great. But if you were streaming this and like showing every bit of like the process, it probably wouldn't work as well.
Although, depending on how interactive your chat is, you could totally get people to be like, okay, what do we do next? And get suggestions for stuff.
Exactly.
And just do what people want to see.
Alright, so, remember earlier how I mentioned Way Forward, right?
Yeah, you did mention that.
Alright, so this is another one I'm excited about. It's called Spider Soars. Yeah, this is from Way Forward. And it is a weird and wacky game that has me all sorts of appealed.
Solar flares and overcrowding have destroyed the world's food supply. From her secret lab at
Hold on, I've got an ad break.
bioengineering
I can't see.
billionaire Erica Soares creates an incredible
Which is
breed of
perfect in
intelligent
this timing, isn't it?
creatures with all
It's
the
telling me I
food
should
and
join the
muscle
Dutch
humanity
Ministry of
needs to
Defense.
survive. But will we
it's
survive?
Oh,
The
that's
Spider
fascinating. Mine's telling me about Amazon Prime Video.
Spider saws, eh? Oh my god.
To Twitch, why are you giving me another ad break? You just did this. These are literally the same 3 ads you just showed me.
Oh, I hate when that happens. What is this game? It's like a side-scrolling... He has baseballs, she has a guitar.
Yeah!
Well, at least they're clearly made for each other.
Yeah. This is not what I thought this game would be.
It even has an awesome and epic trailer song. See? I mean, like, who wouldn't want that game?
That is a game.
I'm a sucker for this shit.
I don't blame you. There's usually nice, like, there's gems hidden in these kinds of styles.
And the nightmarish dinosaur spider hybrids known as spider-saurs have run amok. So you're fighting dinosaur spider hybrids.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
I wonder if that triggers people's arachnophobia or not.
Oh no, because it's dinosaurs mostly. It's just a little bit of spider.
Sometimes it has to do with how many legs they have.
True. Then it's something completely different. Endling, Extinction is Forever.
And now for something completely different.
Okay.
Imagine a not so distant future where mankind.
Well, you're playing as a fox trying to keep your cubs alive in a world where all humans are dead.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
Fighting for survival in search of
Heard about this one too.
Where did we see this?
One of the conferences had it.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Are suffering. Witness humanity itself.
Surprised I missed
committing
this.
Suicide. Unwillingly.
Honestly, Burmish was looking at this game.
As the days go by, the water in the rivers, if you still want to call them that, is becoming more and more polluted. You see bodies of water slowly transforming into garbage dumps. No surprise, as
It's a very depressing game if you think about it.
Hopefully it doesn't end up like Bambi.
Hopefully it doesn't end up like Inside or any of those games, which is the same type of game. Yeah, those end up all really happy endings.
Time passes, you will begin
This
to
month
hear
at least, yeah.
trees and falling timber during the day, while you and your kids rest in your burrow.
Yeah, I've had my eye on this one for quite a while. At least 3 months, Mario.
Spots sprayed on markings on the trunks of
But yeah,
trees.
I thought that was very interesting. If I get a chance to play it, I definitely will.
During your daily
Alright, here's one that's going to be Game Pass here, Mario, so you might be interested in this one. This is As Dusk Falls.
attempts to catch you, struggling with
This is Game Pass, like, day one shit.
the toxicity of the air.
So I'm into games like this. I don't know about anybody else, but this is a interactive choose your own adventure game. Right? It's not an FMV game so much, but it is in a stylized format where it uses like jump animation to tell its own story.
Scenic route your idea?
But for us, I
I
feel like
see.
a trap.
And it is literally a choose your own adventure game from beginning to end.
On the ground now!
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. We'd been in the wrong place forever.
Sometimes doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing.
I've got eyes on 2 hostages.
None of us escaped that night.
Yeah, jump animation games are pretty rare, Mario, so it's not surprising that you haven't played many of them. But that's why I'm also very intrigued by this game. One, it's unique, and two, it seems to be very replayable.
Well, it's definitely got the quality. Like you imagine usually choices for using this kind of animation is either to maybe cut back on production costs or because they're using it as a specific style. And either way, it looks like they've taken the extra
How you liking the desert dream?
money they save on full animations to really put it forward into the.
Yeah, actually, I never really played jump animation games either.
And it has a whole branching tree, so like, I heard there's something like 72 endings in this game.
Sounds like a Nier Automata game.
Yeah, and you can play up to 8 players in multiplayer and have everyone control a different character in the story.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah. So that is wild, and that's another one like Game Pass. So obviously I'll play it. But all right, here's one. This is from Konami Studios.
Oh.
Yeah, from.
Oh, I've heard of those guys.
Yeah, right. But they've been coming out with good indie games lately, and this is definitely a unique one. It's called Bail or Jail.
Bail.
So check out this, Ray. After Crime Site, check out this one now.
Oh boy.
What in tarnation?
Who came out?
Oh, is this like a kind of a
What the f...
Kind of like Prop Night.
yeah, like those.
But there's actually, it's a tag battle game. So instead of you having to run away and not having a way to like fight them off, if they come directly at you, you can literally actually like use attacks in battles to actually win against the ghost and completely eliminate them. Like I said, it is so strange to see this evolution of Konami right now. The last 2 games they have released have been 2 of the strangest yet oddly very appealing indie games that I have played this year. Crime Site, which I don't know if Ray actually ended up playing when it was free.
I completely forgot to. Yeah, no, I missed it.
No, but it is like basically Clue mixed with chess. And it is amazing. Like, I know Ray watched that stream. It is great. Like, you basically have to play like mind games with your opponent as you move people around like chess pieces, trying not to get people murdered. It is amazing.
Or trying to murder people, depending on.
Yeah, I'll have to stream that again sometime because actually I had quite a bit of interaction with people in the community just popping in. So yeah, I would love to play more of that. Okay, here's another one that's dear to my heart. I'm almost at the end of my list. River City Saga 3 Kingdoms. I'm a giant person of River City Girls, River City Rampage. So this is just more of that.
Yep.
So this is more back to their old school roots. So it is a 2D fighting game based in like feudal Japan. Just to quantify. And it's from Arc Systems.
Is it Japan or is it China? There's 3 Kingdoms. I thought was usually a Chinese story.
The Battle of the Red Cliffs. Well,
either way.
Yeah, either way, it's an Eastern country. That doesn't look bad. No. I like I said, I like this stuff, but I'm waiting for River City Girls 2, which comes out later this year. So this is just like my love of the series, and I know it looks dated to most people, but I just love this shit. So next one.
I think we can appreciate how the retro's kind of making a little bit of a comeback, or at least being kept kind of current, relevant.
Alright, next one is Burst Witch.
I remember seeing that title while I was scrolling through stuff.
Okay, so it is a bullet hell game with classic scroller shooting gameplay, but with like a nice graphical look to it.
Graphics do seem good. Just waiting for the gameplay.
Angel. Oh, Divine Inquisitor.
Ah.
Oh, what the?
So it's basically a shmup, but in a different format without, being shipped.
I see.
Huh.
So it's a boss rush game as a shmup, but with humans instead of, ships. Which I thought was unique, because usually it's always just like, you're a ship, go up through, arcade style. Like, this one you're actually fighting crusaders, and it's pretty wild looking. I don't know if I'd even be very good at it. I'm pretty good at shmups, but it looks like it's pretty difficult. But I do like the way that the presentation of everything.
It certainly has good presentation.
Let's say, even if the gameplay isn't like anything revolutionary, like I feel like the idea is pretty neat. Like I said though, this shit's gotta be harder than hell. Yeah, it's like that on the bottom where you're trying to move around. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat and a different take on it because I like shmups myself. So, I'm gonna skip that one because that's really nothing. Banish.
Banish.
For people that like Phasmophobia. Okay, you can play this one single player though, which I find to be an interesting touch. You can play up to 4 people, and you're basically trying to banish spirits. So this isn't so much about like trying to figure out what it is and leave. It's more about trying to figure out what it is and get rid of it. Because I love Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so it kind of adds that next step that Phasmophobia is kind of missing, where you like actually remove whatever you after you figure out what it is.
Yes, exactly. I think it's a good game to make Mermaid scream, and if there's any game that can do that, we should always buy it and play it. It needs the VR support just for him. But no, I'm very intrigued by the game. I mean, it looks good, but it also doesn't look very good. So I would obviously wait and see like what reviews look like or actual gameplay. But the concept seems very interesting because, you know, like I said, Phasmophobia is great, but you're always running away from something. And
Yeah.
like Ghost Hunter Crew, which is very early, but I have that as well. Is at least you get to fight back, but it's very, very early. I mean, that game's still probably in alpha, and it's been out for like 6 months. So I'm looking for something that's a little more polished, obviously. Even Phasmophobia, for all that it's good, it's still pretty early, and it's pretty far away from being done. Which I don't even know if that game will ever be done, to be fair. Because I feel like if they ever finished it, it would kill the game, because it would have to have an immense amount of content to do so. So here's another game like that. This one does not have a trailer, so I'm kind of a little less confident. But it's called Night Hunt, which is basically, it's a stealth game where it's 3v3, but you're trying to play against just other kids in like this survival action horror game.
Interesting.
Which, you know, like I said, the concept seems great. But like without a trailer, I have a hard time getting pumped for it. So, but you play as teenagers at a camp where you have to run, fight, and hide from other teens to stay alive. So, I mean, like, the premise seems pretty cool, rather than just being, like, a 6v1, typical asymmetric thing. This seems more of, like, how good can you be at stealth? It depends. Also, like, there's a character with, like, a bucket on its head, so it seems like it plays into, like, the kid dynamic really well. So I'm interested to see what they're going to actually come out with for this. Like I said, I would feel a lot better if there was a trailer. But it seems like, other than that, it's pretty professionally made. Like, that's the weird part. It's like, besides not having a trailer, there's nothing bad that I see about this. Even in, like, the description, it's fully professionally made, So, I don't know. It's due out on July 25th. We'll see it when we see it, I guess. Next one, Immorality. And then I've got one more after that. Immorality is this is an FMV game, so of course I had to put it on here.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We understand, Tim.
Magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
So this is a interactive trilogy from the person that made Her Story. If you know what the Her Story game is. So these are movies that were never released, and you're trying to find out whatever happened to Marissa Marcel, because they made 3 movies that were never released, and you try and figure out what happened to her throughout from taking clues within the movie.
Interesting.
It's not who you think he is.
Are you honey? Is she okay?
So that's why I found this to be extremely interesting for me, because I love a good mystery, but also the fact that it's like a trilogy of movies that you have to use to solve the mystery that I find very intriguing. So you have to pull apart scenes from throughout these movies to figure out what happened to her. So if you like solving a mystery like I do in FMV games, it seems very nice. And yeah, we'll throw it in there. The last one is Race League, which comes out on the 26th of July, which I actually already have 6 copies locked in for when it comes out, and I'm going to give it to all my friends because I love racing against them anyway, so why not torture them more? So this is a game where you can play as a whole bunch of different cars, but it has a level editor, so you and your friends can make your own levels or play the levels that other people have made to make great interactive and like courses that suit your need. If you want to do like straight, speed ones, you can make tracks like that. Or you can actually, make it with jumps or make it a hill climb or
obstacles.
Yeah, or a rally or anything. And it has realistic car physics and different types of cars. So yeah, I thought it looked really nice, and like I said, the developer already got a hold of me and gave me 6 keys to this game for the 2026 when it comes out. So that day, basically the day that it's 26, I'll get 6 keys.
Cool.
But I will definitely be handing those out to friends because I know how much we love racing against each other, and to have the option to make courses for each other and try courses that other people make just adds to the replayability of the game. And like I said, it looks really good. It doesn't have to be like super ultra realistic, it just has to be fun. And I don't feel like if a game like this was super realistic, you wouldn't be able to have the level editor that has. So, I'm willing to give it a shot and willing to give away keys and try it out, my friends. But that is it for me. I'm done torturing these two with my long, exorbitant list of games that I look forward to.
Barrel!
Yes, barrel! Wait for the emote when I come back. Yeah, there's going to be a barrel emote. It's going to be great.
Oh boy.
But yeah, thank you, you two, for definitely hanging out today and doing the podcast with me. I appreciate it. Tomorrow will be my last stream until August 1st. That's when I will be back. So, James, plug your stuff. Put out your socials out there, and we will end the podcast.
Yeah, so I'll put my Twitter out there. Everything's just Captjamesforce. I'm Captjamesforce on Twitter. I'm Captjamesforce on YouTube. Well, let's get them all up here. The main thing for me right now is I am about to cast some CSGO. If you're interested in CSGO, I am going to be casting a hell of a lot of it. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evening CEST, so like midday Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for you guys is the SCL playoffs. So I'm casting best of 3s on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 2 games each day, so 6 games in total. All best of 3s, so there's going to be at least, let's do some maths, 12 maps, maybe 18 maps worth of CS, and it's going to be sick. So come hang out and watch. It'll be on the official SCL streams. If you follow me on Twitter, I will tweet out all that stuff when I go live. It's going to be super cool. I'm going to be like on Liquidpedia, and it's going to be a bit official and all fancy and shit. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool. So I do want to say this before we go. I'm going to be going out and supporting other Twitch streamers while I'm not streaming. So even though you're not going to see me, you're going to see me in Mario stream. You're going to see me. I will definitely go check out James stream. So definitely, I'm going to be out there. If you got a stream that you want me to come check out, make sure to hit me up in Discord if you're part of the community. If you're not, and you see my Twitter, I'm out there. And a lot of people do follow me on Twitter. Just let me know that you're streaming, and I will come check you out. Because, I definitely want to support more people. And since I won't be busy with my own content, I can be supportive to other people. So definitely go out there and support other streamers. Help them out, because we all strive to even get by as streamers sometimes. So, and it's hard to keep up the confidence when you don't have anybody there. So, help everybody out, work together, and support each other.
Networking is important, folks.
It definitely is. But all right, guys, thank you so much for checking out the podcast.
Wait,
yeah.
I had one more thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold up. Where is my... Hold up. There's one more thing I wanted to add into my self-promo thingies.
Okay.
Which is... If you're not already... Mario is. But if you guys are not already in the Discord, come join the Discord.
All right.
I post
Awesome.
I always post when I'm live. I post about a bunch of things. So yeah, I will generally always post in there. So yeah, you always can come find me in there. That's it.
Fine. I have 100 of them, but I'll join yours.
I was gonna say, sure, you can join the list of hundreds of Discords that I may.
I need to condense my list. I do. But yes, thank you. Thank you very much for hanging out and enjoying the podcast with us. Thank you, Mario, for giving feedback and chatting along. Like I said, I'll be back about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. I'll be playing Fortnite with the family. And then after that, I'm going to be playing some Anvil. So, Ray, definitely be around later because I know you want to play. I haven't played any Anvil in quite a while, so we'll definitely spend probably a couple hours playing that tonight. And then tomorrow, probably 7 or 8 p.m., I'll be streaming some multiplayer stuff tomorrow night, hanging out with everybody, and then I'll be gone for the rest of July. So, yeah, I hope I see everybody tomorrow or tonight. Thank you again, James and Ray, and I will see you all next time.
That's good. Peace out.